Yo guys, it's your boy Arj back again with another full movie plot synopsis for the Broly movie, and this one is a good one. So obviously I posted a 20-minute long video earlier today which had all the breaking points of the movie and with some detail. But courtesy of Ken Zyro now on Twitter, we now have some spoilers that are actually refined, written down so you can read it at your own pace, and with details and probably the most complete set of spoilers thus far. Trust me, you're going to want to watch this video. So if you want to see these spoilers in proper context and quality, please sit back and enjoy as I go through parts 1 to 4 of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. So part 1, the history of the Saiyans. The movie begins in the past. Frieza and his army along with King Cold arrive on planet Vegeta. They take over the planet and begin to enslave the Saiyans. Frieza goes around looking at power levels of different Saiyans and kills anyone with a power level over 2000, so they don't overthrow him. Kid Vegeta, Nappa and Raditz are all on different planets doing Saiyan things, so Frieza cannot scan them right now. King Vegeta decides to send Broly off to a different planet as well, since Broly has a huge power level since birth. He puts in brackets, I'm not sure whether it's to save Broly or because he wanted Vegeta to be the strongest child on the planet, though 80% sure it was to save Broly. Anyways, Paragus, Broly's father, assumes that it was because King Vegeta was jealous and holds a grudge against King Vegeta. He then goes off and follows Broly to planet Vampa, the place Kid Broly was sent off to. He arrives there, but their ships are all broken, so they are not able to leave. Meanwhile, on planet Vegeta, Bardock suspects that Frieza is about to do something big very soon, and they might not have much time left. And since Kakarot is still in the nursing capsule, they need to make a decision soon. He and Jine, his wife, decide to send their son off in a Saiyan pod to another planet in order to save his life. True enough, Frieza destroys planet Vegeta along with all the Saiyans. Bardock does try to fight Frieza off, but he's powerless and dies along with the rest of the Saiyans. Part 2, after the Tournament of Power. Switch to the present at Capsule Corp. Goku and Vegeta are sort of sparring while Beerus, Whis, Bulma and all the others are eating food at a party. They stop and sit down with the others to eat. Whis asks Goku why he wants to get even more powerful, as he already reached quite a powerful level. Goku replies that after going through the Tournament of Power and seeing so many strong opponents, he's fired up. We then get a view of sort of almost all of the fighters from the Tournament of Power at this point, including Jiren, Kale, Caulifla, Ribrianne and more. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think they're all shown in the new art style and design rather than the old. Bulma has collected 6 of the Dragon Balls because she has a wish. I hear reports that she wants to get younger. I heard this last month as well, but I still cannot say for certain if that's her wish. A month ago I heard that Bulma wants to look younger because she's getting old, but Vegeta being a Saiyan does not look older. Goten and Trunks notice in the security footage that Frieza's minions stole the Dragon Balls. They tell everyone and they agree that they can't let Frieza collect them all because he might make a very evil wish. Bulma finds that the last Dragon Ball is in an icy plain, so Goku and Vegeta set off to get it before Frieza can. Frieza is shown in his ship with his army members. He's talking about the Dragon Balls and his wish. Now, I had 3 friends watching the movie and each has a different interpretation of the coming scene. There are 2 versions of these events because Japanese is a tricky language and we can't be sure which one is accurate, as different people heard different things. Number 1. Frieza talks about how he wants to wish to be taller. Kikono, a member of Frieza's force, says that why would he want to wish for that? His second and third form is already taller and cooler. At this point, they show an alien of Frieza's race in different forms, first to last. My second friend says that this alien they are showing on screen looks like Cooler, as in Frieza's brother, and Kikono says that Cooler is the tall one. so Frieza wants to become the taller one. My third friend didn't have a good seat, so didn't really see or understand this scene well enough since it was a dialogue heavy scene. Part 3. The Saiyans meet. Cut to Broly and Paragus on planet Bumper in present time. Broly is all grown up, but he has a problem in social aspects and speech since he grew up on the planet with just Paragus around. There's no other intelligent life on the planet, there are just creatures that they used for food. Broly and Paragus notice a Frieza ship fly above them and then land in the distance. Chi-Lion Limo comes out of the ship and detects a huge power level in their scouter, which then blows up because Broly's power level is too high. They go ahead anyways to check it out and are scared to see Broly since he's a Saiyan. Broly and Paragus ends up going with them to meet Frieza. Frieza recognizes Paragus, hears his story and plots to bring Broly to Earth to put him against Goku. Frieza's minions contact Frieza and tell him that they have 6 Dragon Balls and there's just 1 left to go. Frieza lands in the icy region where Goku and Vegeta are already present looking for the last Dragon Ball. They sense a huge power level alongside Frieza, but they don't know who it is. Frieza's ship lands and Broly comes out. Paragus tells Broly to attack and Broly rushes towards Vegeta, punching him. Vegeta blocks the punch and asks Goku to stay out of it. Vegeta hits back and the two fight each other in base form. After some time, Broly begins to overpower Vegeta. Vegeta transforms into a Super Saiyan and continues the fight and gets the upper hand. After some time, he begins to get overpowered once more however. Action scenes here are incredible and one of the best things about the movie. Vegeta is a total badass and fights Broly through the entire icy land, breaking mountains, going fight in the sky and whatnot. When base Broly begins overpowering even Super Saiyan Vegeta, he decides to become a Super Saiyan God, brackets red hair, and attacks Broly. At this point, Broly is so strong that Super Saiyan God Vegeta can't even touch him. Broly beats Vegeta very badly and he is unable to fight. All this time, Broly is in his base form. After Vegeta is defeated, Goku takes off his jacket and fights Broly next. First he fights against him in his base form, eventually he has to turn into a Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan God, and then Super Saiyan Blue. Broly, still being in his base form, defeats him. During this fight they forget to notice, but the Dragon Ball they came looking for fell off the cliff. 6 are still with Frieza's force however. Piccolo is shown meditating in the mountains far away and talks to Goku telepathically. He tells him to get his act together and that he's come out of tougher situations. Goku gets up and so does Vegeta. This time they fight Broly together. Sure enough, after another crazy battle with tons of flashy effects and animations, it looks like together they sort of overpower Broly. Important to note that Goku and Vegeta are both fighting as Super Saiyan Blue while Broly is still in his base form. Looking at this, Frieza thinks back to the time when he killed Krillin, which turned Goku into a Super Saiyan. Frieza decides to kill Paragus. Broly gets angry and attacks Frieza, and sure enough, he turns into a Super Saiyan. Broly begins going on a rampage, attacking everyone, and his power level just keeps going higher and higher. They realize they can't do anything and Goku decides to get out of there with instant transmission, taking Vegeta with him to where Piccolo was shown earlier. Back in the icy plain, it's assumed that Frieza is fighting off against Broly. Part 4. The final battle. Cut to Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo and Bulma. With Piccolo around, they begin discussing on how to defeat Broly. Goku suggests the fusion and then Piccolo teaches it to Vegeta. Vegeta at first denies doing the fusion because it's ridiculous, but eventually says yes. I'm not 100% sure, but apparently Bulma talks Vegeta into doing the fusion. So they do the fusion, but it fails 3 times. First fusion is the fat Gogeta aka Viku, second is the thin Gogeta, third is correct but not perfect, and the 4th try is then the perfect fusion. Gogeta goes back to fight Broly and they see Frieza now in his golden form barely being able to keep up with Broly. He was almost done when Gogeta arrives and begins fighting against Broly. At this point, Frieza returns to his spaceship and he's out of there. Gogeta and Broly's battle begins. It's a crazy battle with gorgeous animations. The battle is so insane that the dimension around them starts messing up. A good comparison to this would be the movie Doctor Strange. Gogeta and Broly fight and things appear to be happening in different dimensions. Broly is in his Super Saiyan form, Gogeta battles and through the fight goes from his normal form to Super Saiyan form to Super Saiyan Blue form. I'm not sure if he went Super Saiyan God. In his Super Saiyan Blue form, Gogeta defeats Broly, going for his final move. Gogeta is about to blow Broly away, and on the sidelines earlier, Limo and Chilai recovered the final Dragon Ball from the cliff it dropped into. They summon Shenron and she wishes from Shenron to save Broly. Just as Gogeta's attack is about to hit Broly, he disappears and is sent back to Planet Vampa by Shenron. Gogeta isn't shown defusing. Time skip 3 days later. Broly is hunting on Planet Vampa. He brings back food, then we see that Limo and Chilai are also there. They don't like the food. Goku arrives and talks to Broly about how powerful he was in their battle. Goku says that Broly is so strong that at one moment he might have been even stronger than Beerus himself. He then proceeds to give him a capsule which Bulma gave for him. It has a house and lots of food for them. He gives him his regards and then Goku takes off. Before leaving, Goku looks back over his shoulder and says, "By the way, I'm Son Goku, otherwise also known as Kakarot." And that is the final scene of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. But yeah guys, that was it. Please do subscribe and hit that notification bell because in the coming days I will be releasing even more refined spoilers as they come out. You never know, there may be a scene that we just haven't heard about just yet. Until next video guys, cheers.